Alright, Shalom. We'll start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Kodash Paya, and here there was put up a golden statue of Trump over there in Washington, D.C. It says, there's a gold Donald Trump statue in Washington, D.C., and the photos are going viral. It says it's not a hoax. There's a 12-foot golden statue of President Donald Trump that was temporarily put up in Washington, D.C. on September 17th to honor his support of cryptocurrency. And, you know, that right there, it shows that, because I remember there was a video of Trump speaking about they need a digital tracking system, a visa tracking system, something to that nature. Now, he might be the one bringing this digital currency, if he's still here 2026, because he's speaking about a lot right now about this, currency, things going digital, and hey, we'll see. He might come up with his face on a new bill or something. I want to play this real quick.
At Coons, buying a car has always been easy. The best locations, the best selection, the best pricing, people who actually care. That's Coons. That's who we are. One of the nation's biggest.
Well, it is hard to miss this on the National Mall. Take a look here. It's a 12-foot statue of President Donald Trump holding a Bitcoin. It was unveiled this morning, timed with the Federal Reserve's meeting on interest rates. And organizers say the statue is meant to spark conversation about cryptocurrency and the federal government's role in today's financial markets. According to Forbes, President Trump has earned nearly $1 billion in crypto since taking office.
Damn, see? And that Federal Reserve note, it's not going to last. You got to understand how America, Babylon the Great, is $30+ trillion in debt that they would never pay off, and the dollar is sinking. This currency is soon to be obsolete, is about to collapse, to usher in this CBDC, central bank, this digital currency. Donald Trump, he likes to deal with controversy, but ultimately that's prophecy. We'll see how they're going to implement this in this coming 2026. But I want to get this scripture real quick. In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Alright? Now it tells you in the NLT, but soon their captives will taunt them, they will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You've become rich by extortion. But how much longer can this go? So there you go. And who is that? These elites. Extortion. right? And ultimately, that's for control. They want to try to have people implemented with this digital device real soon, which is basically crypto. It's digital, but it's going to be in a form of a chip put in your body, not Bitcoin or anything like that. That's just to basically spark a seed, Then you got a golden statue. I think he was talking about the golden age at one point. Now, what golden age are you talking about, Anyway, let's get that word. Right, Thick Clay.
Strong's H, 5671, Avteet.
Right, it says weight of pledges, heavy debt, right? Because that's what America's in. They're in heavy debt right now. And how are they going to pay that off? Well, they got to make an introduction, which is this digital currency real soon. Matter of fact, I want to get another scripture in the book of hold on, Salaki. James, the book of James, chapter 5, right? Verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold," alright, so there you go, that's the point. And once this new, because that's going to lead to the hour of temptation, this, where the scriptures speak about, in the book of Revelation, where it says, 13 verse 16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." And we in that beast system right now, So that mark is going to be that insertion. Digital device, Salakia. I'm at work right now doing overnight. And it just shows the pride too, golden statue, like, So, don't be surprised if there can be a collapse coming real soon. You see how he, brought troops out, the National Guards, putting them in these different cities, right? Because it's a reason for that, to fight crime. Yeah, right. Of crime that's soon to come, because all hell's about to break loose, and if people can't take our money, people can't, their banks is frozen, their accounts is frozen for whatever reason. How is people going to buy or sell? How is people going to pay their rent? And that's what's going to drive people to steal, to cause lawlessness, a form of anarchy. And that'll Be so convenient, right, that the troops is already there, you know? You got shows about that. That's something called predictive programming. So, see, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices or his evil schemes. Now, that's why the scriptures tell you, watch and pray. Even though this was just a statue of him doing that, it still shows a significant part of the role that he is playing, you know? And then you just tie everything together, you know? Hey, man. Because, hey, the stages are set for World War III already. So now they got to come up with this game plan, you know, because they're going to try to do it globally. These European nations, these other, you know, trying to introduce peace to the world with this, maybe. But the Lord, hey, the scriptures tell you, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So, you know. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this out real quick. Lord willing, was edifying, straight to the point. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.